Welcome to the 2025 Halloween edition of The Poe Underground. I am your zombie host, DK McKenzie. In today's episode, I have 5 spooky spoken word pieces I'd like to present. This first piece is called Intro to Horror. It is by an artist named Dylan Palm. It comes from an album called Zombies Are My Neighbors. And without further ado, let's launch into it, and I hope you enjoy it.
This is Arch Oboler. In a horrific time, in a horrible world, I have been asked to try and horrify you, all in fun, of course. A challenge in horror, so to speak. Now, I know that you're not a person who is easily frightened. Monsters, ghosts, the dead. Who gets scared at that sort of thing anymore? You don't. Or do you? Do you ever think of the undead? The ghostly ones crowded under their gravestones, the restless dead, millions of them there under the ground. May we try something? Turn your lights out. Yes, all of them. Lights out, everybody. Now then, sit down in the chair and turn your back to the loudspeaker. Yes, turn your back. Now sit quietly, very quietly. The room very quiet. Now whatever I say, don't turn around. Remember that. Don't turn around. Do you hear that? Now don't turn around. Something's coming up behind you. No, don't turn around. It's coming closer and closer and closer. It's something. Oh no. It's very long. Oh, don't turn around. Closer and closer. Decay, the odor of decay. You almost smell it, can't you? Now, don't turn. It's putting out its hand toward your neck. Skeleton hands reaching for your neck. Touching your neck. No, you weren't scared, were you?
And this second piece I wrote this very Halloween morning over breakfast, thinking about what I wanted to do for this podcast episode. I wanted to do something original, and I wrote these words. Wasn't meant to rhyme, but I don't usually pursue poetry that rhymes, but this is the way it came out. There are no rules to poetry, so what the heck? This is something I call Halloween Night, and I hope you enjoy it. Goblins, ghosts, werewolves, and things lurk in the dusk. Tonight is Halloween. Creatures and spooky, scary things step out of the dark. Tonight the veil between the living and the dead is thin. The thinnest of the year, it seems. Monsters and beings, with fangs and wings, hooves and red, yellow eyes, make people scream. Tonight is Halloween, when all the creatures of the night come out to sing. The dead return for one more night. So be prepared, be alert. Stay out of dark corners and pay no mind to all the creepy sounds of the Halloween night. And this third piece I call Cauldron Bubble. The words are from William Shakespeare from Macbeth, Act 4, Scene 1. You can think of it as a continuation of last year's Halloween episode where I had presented a piece called Round the Cauldron, which is also from Macbeth. Same scene. This is the second half of that. And without further ado, let's launch into Cauldron Bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf, of the ravened salt sea shark, root of hemlock, digged in the dark, liver of blaspheming man, gall of goat and slips of yam, slivered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, finger of birth-strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab, make the gruel thick and slab. And thereto a tiger's chaudron for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. And this fourth piece, you might recognize the music. This is Johann Sebastian Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor, which is a very famous organ piece, which was first featured in the 1931 film Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Then it later appeared in the 1934 Edgar Allan Poe inspired movie called The Black Cat. And since that time, it has become synonymous with Halloween and all things spooky. I thought Bach's Fugue would go excellent with the text that I chose for this next piece, which is text from the Gothic horror Dracula, which was written in 1897 by the Irish author Bram Stoker. This piece is performed by an American composer and musician named Kevin MacLeod. So without further ado, let's launch into it, and I hope you enjoy it. The expression of the Count's face was so hellish that for a moment I feared for Harker, though I saw him throw the terrible knife aloft again for another stroke. Instinctively I moved forward with a protective impulse, holding the crucifix and wafer in my left hand. I felt a mighty power fly along my arm, and it was without surprise that I saw the monster cower back before a similar movement made spontaneously by each one of us. It would be impossible to describe the expression of the hate and baffled malignity of anger and hellish rage which came over the Count's face. His waxen hue became greenish-yellow by the contrast of his burning eyes, and the red scar on the forehead showed on the pallid skin like a palpitating wound. The next instant, with a sinuous dive, he swept under Harker's arm, ere his blow could fall, and grasping a handful of the money from the floor, dashed across the room, threw himself at the window. Amid the crash and glitter of the falling glass, he tumbled into the flagged area below. Though the sound of the shivering glass, I could hear the ting of the gold, as some of the sovereigns fell on the flagging. And for this last piece, I would like to showcase once again a piece I call Round the Cauldron Go, which was featured in last Halloween's episode. I really enjoy this piece, and I hope you do too. Let's launch into it. Round about the cauldron go, and the poisoned entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone, days and nights hast 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got, boil thou first the charmed pot. Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble. Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. And that is it for today's Halloween episode of the Poe Underground Podcast. I hope you enjoyed these pieces, and I hope you enjoy your Halloween, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care.